Welcome back to In the Kitchen with the Dietitian. My name is Jane Story. My neighbors have been kind enough to dump some tomatoes on me. I'm gonna show you a really easy way to use up these tomatoes, doesn't matter what size they are. I have all different kinds of tomatoes in here. Most of them are plum size tomatoes. But I also have some cherries in here. Doesn't matter. I'm going to dice them up and lay them on a pan along with these items here. This is something really easy to do. Roast them all up, stick them in a blender, done. It took me about 15 minutes to get it all chopped up. I have a measuring cup here because I want to show you how many cups of vegetables this all ends up being. I got my tomatoes all chopped up, my carrots. The carrots you do not have to peel to eat. That's kind of why they may look a little bit dirty on the outside. I did brush them and scrub them. I'm going to cook them, so I'm going to kill any bacteria that is on them. But I just want to let you know, you don't have to peel your carrots to eat them. I have some zucchini. Usually I take out the middle part on my zucchini, but this time I didn't because I'm going to blend it and it doesn't matter if it's mushy, but when I'm gonna eat zucchini like sauteed, I take out the middle part because I don't like the mushy part. I have an onion, banana pepper, and some yellow and orange peppers, and several cloves of garlic. I'm not gonna chop them any smaller than this because again, everything at the end is gonna get thrown in a blender. So just right there, we have about 10 cups, and that's not everything yet. So we have about 18 to 20 cups of vegetables here. For the next step, just need to get a pan with some foil and some cooking spray and some spices, and we'll be ready to go. All right, so we're just gonna spray the foil. I just made little liners for my tray that goes in my Easy Bake Oven. And I just folded up the edges so that the tomato juices don't come out. Got 2 of them. There's the second one. And it doesn't matter how you spread this out or anything. I'm just gonna throw these on. I'm gonna be kind of generous with the seasoning. I have a tablespoon measuring spoon here. And with the exception of this one, because it does have sodium in it, I am going to put a tablespoon of each seasoning on it. This one is a neat seasoning I found when I was back in Illinois at Meijer's. I've never seen anything like this down here, everything mushroom. I have a pizza blend. I'm gonna go a little bit lighter on this. I'm gonna use a tablespoon for both of them because this has a little bit of kick in it, and so yeah, we're not gonna use a tablespoon each. So I'll just pour half of it on this one and then half of it on that one. And then for this one, I'm gonna use a teaspoon because it does have sodium in it. So then what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take my hands and I'm just gonna kind of toss it up to make sure it gets on stuff. And then before I put it in the oven, I'm gonna give it one more spray with some canola oil. We're just shy of 45 minutes in cooking, and I will show you what they look like. That is tray number 1, and this is tray number 2. I realize not everybody has a Vitamix. You can use a regular blender. I have a very good husband who buys me gadgets. I have my containers already out, labeled. I'm breaking it into 8 servings. We had about 20 cups of vegetables total when we started. Obviously, it's gonna be less now that we've cooked down and we've lost some water. But as far as equivalency goes, each serving is gonna be roughly equivalent to 2 cups of vegetables. So for a 1,600 calorie diet, that's what we need, is 2 cups of vegetables. So we've hit it. We're gonna go ahead and dump everything in the blender. This is still hot, it just came out of the oven. Okay, we got it in there. Good, no messes. We're not going to totally blend this down to a marinara consistency, at least I'm not. What you do in your own home is totally up to you. I'm gonna use it as more of a thick ragu, bruschetta type consistency. This is my plunger just to make sure that stuff gets down there. That's about the consistency I want. I'm not gonna take this batch out. I'm gonna go ahead and add the other batch to it and mix them all together. We've got a full blender here. We'll see what this Vitamix can handle. Definitely make sure I put the plunger in before I start this thing. Don't want it flying all over the place. That's about the consistency that I want it at. You could have always added some oil to this and kind of brought it together so it was more cohesive. But this is a quick and easy way to make your own kind of spaghetti sauce, marinara sauce. This would also be a good option if we took a whole wheat pita pocket and toasted it and then used this to scoop it up, and we would be getting our vegetable serving for the day. We could also add some cheese to that to get some more protein in there and have it as a snack. So join me next time on In the Kitchen with a Dietitian.